Hello everyone, welcome to EduHunt video lecture series, and this is Lata Krishna dealing with biology. In the previous sessions we have finished the general features of the phylum Annelida, which is a major phylum. We have noted down some important points, the remarkable points of that particular phylum. In this session we are going to answer the bits based on the concept Annelida. Let's start. Sexes are united in leech, nereis, earthworm, both 1 and 2. United means sexes are both male and female sexes are present on the same individual, in the same animal, that is said to be united. So in this case, leech and earthworm both are bisexual in nature, whereas nereis, which belongs to the class Polychaeta, is unisexual individual. That's why we select the option 4. Both 1 and 2 are having united sex. Metamerism is a characteristic of phylum. Metamerism is nothing but segmentation. It is the characteristic of the phylum. In the given forms, here Annelida is the case where metamerism is found. Which of the following belongs to the phylum Annelida? Nereis, octopus, crab, ant. Octopus, it belongs to phylum Mollusca. It is a mollusk. And crab and ant are arthropods. Arthropods. And this is an annelid. Nereis or Neanthis is an annelid. Which of the following assist in locomotion? Nidoblast in Obelia, posterior sucker in Hirudinaria, trichosis in Paramecium, and clitellum in Ferritima. It is posterior sucker in Hirudinaria, that is leech. In leech, with the help of the posterior sucker, it adheres to the posterior sucker, which is sticky in nature, and adheres to the substratum surfaces, and with the help of that it moves from one to other place. Annelids are, these are radially symmetrical, externally segmented and internally unsegmented, triploblastic, pseudo-coelomate. Among these 4, triploblastic is the right option. Why? Because these are not radially symmetrical, these are bilaterally symmetrical. From Platyhelminthes onwards, the body symmetry is the biradial symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. Externally segmented, internally unsegmented. No. Both external and internal segmentation is present. Triploblastic, because they develop 3 germinal layers, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Pseudo-coelomate, no, from this phylum onwards the true coelom develops. This is the first phylum having true coelom. So the correct option here is the third option, that is triploblastic animal. Body cavity in members of Annelida are Just now we have mentioned that these are the body cavity is nothing but coelom, and true coelom is present. Again, if they have a coelom, what kind of coelom is present in them? Whether it is a schizocoelom or an enterocoelom. Schizocoelom is present, the first option. Schizocoelom is present in annelids. Animals of which phylum exhibit tube within tube structure. So the body plan tube within tube is seen in even in the previous phylum, that is Aschelminthes also have this kind of tube within tube body plan. Here in this case Annelida, because Coelenterata they have a blind sac, even Platyhelminthes and Cystoda blind sac body plan is there. The only option here, correct option is the Annelida. If they give even Aschelminthes, we have to choose both 1 and 2, both Annelida and Aschelminthes. But in this case, only one option is correct, that is Annelida, having body plan tube within tube type. Aphrodite, commonly known as sea mouse, is an annelid. It is an annelid. Which animals do not possess larval stage in its life cycle? Ascaris, Taenia, frog, Ferritima. Ferritima, in which the development is direct development, where there is no larval stage in between the egg and the young one. Directly the egg after hatching up will give rise to the young ones, which will grow up into the adult. One of the following is not an annelid. Ferritima, it is an earthworm. Yes, it is an annelid. And Hirudinaria, yes, it is also an annelid. It is a leech. So it is also annelid. Aphrodite, also annelid. Ureotyphlops, it is not an annelid. It is a Sicilian, that is usual. It's a chordate. Parapodia are the locomotory structures in Scolopendra. Scolopendra is an arthropod. Nereis, centipede. Centipede is also an arthropod. Earthworm, no. So Nereis is the example of the animal having parapodia as the locomotory organs. True coelom has evolved from the first time in. True coelom is developed in Annelida. Up to Platyhelminthes, they are acoelomates, and Aschelminthes have pseudocoelom. In between having no coelom and having true coelom, there is a case where pseudocoelom is present. The coelom or the body cavity develops from the blastocele there. Which of the following is an annelid? Seahorse, sea cow, sea mouse, sea pan. Yes, sea pan. An example of class Polychaeta is Nereis. Nereis neanthes is an example of the class Polychaeta. Hirudinaria belongs to class Hiridinia. Ferritima, oligochaete. Example of Polychaete. If they ask an example of annelid, then all the options are correct. Dioecious annelid. Dioecious means, monoecious means both the sexes present on the same individual. Dioecious is sexes are separate on different individuals. It is the Nereis. Ferritima and Hiridinia are bisexual. They are monoecious. Mono means single. Aecious, sex. Both sexes are present on yes means residing. The body has both the sexes. Excretion in most annelids excretion takes place by kidneys, flame cells, nephridia, ciliated funnel. Nephridia. In Annelida, formation of the larva is usually absent, but when present, larva is called tadpole, trochophore, planula, ephyra. Trochophore is the larva if present. Which of the following has not been correctly classified? Oligochaete, Ferritima, it is correct. Polychaete, Chaetopteris, correct. Hirudinaria, Pontobdella, Polychaete, leech. So this is the wrong option, where Polychaeta is not, leeches are not included in Polychaeta. They are in Hirudinaria. In annelids, locomotion is aided by longitudinal muscles of the body, yes. Circular muscles of the body, body wall, yes. And setae, it is not setac, setae, all aid in locomotion. The number of segments in leech are 33. And find out true statement. For leeches, they are unsegmented animals. They are all endoparasites. In them, coelom is reduced. They are found in fresh water only. Coelom is reduced. That is the correct option. Suckers of leech are located at anterior and posterior end, both anterior end and posterior end. Circulatory system is best represented by earthworm, leech, ascaris, both earthworm and leech. Which of the following is an example of freshwater leech? Hirudinaria, Hemidipsa, Glossophonia, all the above. All the three animals are freshwater. Cocoon in earthworm is secreted by ciliary or clitellar glands. Metamerism is characteristic of phylum. It is the characteristic of the phylum Annelida. We have finished answering the multiple choice questions of the topic Annelida. These are very simple. If you remember the general features and also the classification, the three classes, Polychaeta, Oligochaeta and Hirudinea. If you remember all these three classes, general characters, and again including the classification, examples and their larvae, coelom, body plan and symmetry, if you learn all these things in every phylum, it will be easy for you to answer the questions. All the best.